Hi, welcome back to Destination FBA. For those of you that haven't seen my previous video, my name is Emma and I'm going to be chatting to you about my Amazon journey. Now today I thought we could chat about Amazon FBA. So what is FBA? Quite simply, fulfilled by Amazon, and it is as easy as it sounds. Now the Amazon FBA program was launched in 2006. There are currently around 2 million third-party sellers across 180 plus countries. So the best thing about FBA is literally anyone can do it. You don't need to have an office, you could work from home for a start. You simply source the item, prep it, label it, send it into Amazon, and they do everything else. Now back in 2000, life changed for us all, everybody across the world, and this had a huge impact on online shopping. Now a study back in March 2000 showed that 40% of people had started to shop online or were shopping online more than they had done previously. Fast forward to February 2021 and this increased to 75%. Now imagine that 75% shopping online. That is insane and a huge potential for you to sell your products to them. So how much does FBA cost? This isn't an easy question to answer because it all depends on the item you're selling, the sale price, the weights and the measurements. Obviously Amazon will charge you more for larger and oversized items for storage costs. So Amazon do not like things sitting on the shelves for too long, and if they are, they will start charging you a long-term storage fee. Now this is 365 days, so you do have quite some time, but they will start charging you monthly at £4.30 per cubic foot. So in peak season, like Q4 with Christmas coming up, you do not want stock just sitting there. If you cannot sell the stock and you cannot afford to drop the price, get it back and look at other methods of selling like eBay or Facebook Marketplace. You do not want stock sitting there costing you money. So what if Amazon break an item? Quite simply, they have to reimburse you. Now if Amazon lose an item, it's not as easy. You have to give them 30 days because items do get transferred between fulfillment centres. Now if after those 30 days the item still cannot be found and you open a case, you will receive a full reimbursement. For those of you that have been looking into Amazon, you've probably heard the word buy box mentioned quite a bit. Now we're not going to go too into depth on this, but the buy box is basically that little box in the corner where it says add to cart. So for your item to be eligible for the buy box, it must be new, you must have some stock, and in general you need to be an experienced seller. If you're a new seller and you've been selling for less than 30 days, you may find that you're not going to win that buy box just yet. So you need good positive feedback. The better your feedback, the more chance you've got of winning those buy boxes. And most importantly, you need to be competitive with your pricing. So whether you're using a repricer or if you're doing it manually, keep an eye on those prices. So the pros of FBA as opposed to FBM, which is fulfilled by merchants. With FBA, you have the storage facilities at Amazon, so you do not have to worry about stock sitting around the home or the office. So with FBA, Amazon are going to store all of that stock for you. Now you may encounter stock limits at some point, and that is based on your IPI score. That's something we can talk about in a later video. But setting out as a new seller, I would not expect storage to be an issue for you at the start. Now Amazon handle all the sales, all returns and all refunds. And because you are shipping direct with them, you get discounted shipping rates. Now these shipping rates, all the storage fees, everything are included in your FBA fees, so there are no hidden costs. Now as an FBA seller, you will also get that Prime badge. Now for me, when I'm shopping, that's the first thing I look for. I want my shipment fast and I do not want to pay any extra for shipping. Now the Amazon Seller app is great. You can do so much on it. You can go into the shop, you can scan an item, you can tell it the price and it will work out all the fees for you and you can see if it's worth buying that item. Now you can also look at returns, refunds, sales. There is so much you can do with it and you can request on-the-go payments. As an app, it's absolutely fantastic. Now there are some cons to FBA, and when you compare the fees to FBM, they are much higher. But when you think about everything Amazon is doing for those fees, the storing, the picking, the packing, I think it's really quite reasonable. You are just sending the items in and letting them have all the hassle. So long-term storage fees could be an issue for you if you know stock is going to be sat there for a while. Now if you know in advance it's going to be a slow seller, factor that cost into your costings. So Amazon have some prep requirements. You may need to polybag some items, you may need to bubble wrap them. But if you do not do as they ask, you may find that this could cause you some issues. And finally, returns are generally higher with FBA. Now Amazon have an open return policy and this does not always work in your favour. You could find that a customer will purchase an item and send it back damaged. Amazon will not reimburse you for customer damaged items. This item will go into your stranded inventory and you can get it back, and then that's down to you whether it's in a good enough condition to resell or whether unfortunately you have to take a hit and just destroy the item. Overall, I would say if you're considering FBA, absolutely go for it. The pros far outweigh the cons, and it is just so easy. Why would you not want to try it? If you do have any questions, please pop them below and I will answer them as soon as I can, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye for now.